Today, I want to share 3 simple habits that can help you learn a foreign language in a steady and comfortable way. These habits do not require special talent or perfect memory. They only require gentle daily action. When you repeat these actions day after day, the brain begins to build strong connections, and the language slowly becomes part of your life. The first habit is learning a small number of basic words every day. Even 10 or 20 words is enough. When you learn 20 words a week, you already add almost 600 words in a month. But the most important part is not the number itself. The important part is to learn these words actively. Active learning means that you do things with the words. You do not simply translate them once and hope they will stay in your brain. Today, you can get translations in 1 second with tools like ChatGPT, but a translation alone does not create memories. Your brain needs activity to build strong neural connections. Active work can begin with recognition. Recognition is when you have help, either the written word in front of your eyes or the sound of the word in your ears. You can read the new words out loud with the translation. You can write them by hand while saying the translation, or you can record audio chains where you say the foreign word and then immediately say the translation in your native language. You can also listen to short sentences that use these words. Recognition work feels easy for the brain because the brain receives clear hints and does not need to search deeply. But the most important work is recall. Recall is when you have no hints at all, no written words, no recorded words, nothing that helps you. You look at the meaning in your native language and try to pull the foreign word out of your memory. This process activates the deeper memory systems of the brain. It forces the brain to reach into the right neural network and find the correct sound shape. When you remember the foreign word, you can write it down and say it out loud. Recall work always goes from meaning to language, and this is the direction that makes your speech faster and more natural. The second habit is listening to the same text or dialogue every day for 30 to 60 minutes. One day means one text on repeat, just like listening to a favorite song. Repetition helps the brain build stable sound patterns. Each time you hear the same sentences, the brain strengthens the neural pathways that store rhythm, melody, and structure. These sentences slowly sink deeper and deeper until they feel familiar and easy. This happens because the auditory system sends signals to memory centers again and again, and with every repetition the connection becomes thicker, almost like a walking path turning into a solid road. The third habit is setting goals that focus only on your actions, not on the final result. You cannot fully control how fast the brain learns, but you can control the amount of work you do. You can decide how many words you will review and how many minutes you will listen. If you focus on results you cannot control, you may feel disappointed, and disappointment often leads people to stop learning. But if you set small goals that depend only on you, such as writing 20 words, repeating each word 10 times, or listening for 30 minutes, you can always succeed. Each small success gives you confidence, and your brain quietly does its job in the background. If you activate your neural networks through daily actions, your brain will gather everything into a strong system over time. These 3 habits may look simple, but they shape the mind in powerful ways. And with gentle repetition, the language becomes part of you.